Good evening. Welcome to the Yukon City Council Municipal Authority meeting. It's June 2nd, 2020. We're meeting at the Council Chambers, Centennial Building, 12 South 5th Street here in Yukon. And we welcome you, those that are watching on Zoom and Facebook. And so we will start with our invocation from Pastor Kyle Worley from Town and Country Christian Church. And after that, we'll have our flag salute.
Pray with me. Heavenly Father, Lord, I just thank you for the opportunity to get to live in this great city. So, Father, I pray that you would just pour out your blessings upon Yukon. God, that you would be with these men and women who are helping guide and direct, Father, that they would take your lead, that Yukon would be yours. And so, Father, I pray blessings upon our city. I pray blessings upon our businesses, that they would flourish, that they would be bountiful, Father, and that they would in turn give back to you. And so, Lord, again, we thank you and praise you for the opportunities that we get to serve you, even through a governmental position. And so, Father, I pray, God, that you would be in this place. I pray that you would guide conversation, Father, that you would guide decisions. God, that ultimately you would be glorified by what is said and what is thought and what is done. So again, we give you praise and glory for the opportunities to do just that. It's in your Son, Jesus Christ's powerful name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. At this time, we'll have our public hearing. This is a point in time where we...
Madam Mayor,
Oh, yes.
we need to call the roll.
Oh, sorry. Still getting new at this.
Selby,
Yes, here.
Wooten,
Here.
Yonda, Caccini,
Here.
Gilliland.
Here.
Get 'em? All right. Now we'll have our public hearing. This is time to receive input from the public regarding the 2020-2021 City of Yukon budget. Is there anyone here that would like to speak? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move on. Presentations and proclamations. Do we have any?
None tonight, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Do we have any visitors who would like to address the council?
I have no requests.
Thank you. We'll move on. And now we'll recess as the Yukon City Council and reconvene as Yukon Municipal Authority. Item 1A, YMA Consent Docket. This item is placed on the agenda so the Yukon Municipal Authority, by unanimous consent, can designate those routine items they wish to be approved by one motion. If an item does not meet with the approval of all authority members, that item will be heard in regular order. The city manager recommends a motion to approve A, the minutes of the regular meeting, May 19th, 2020, B, payment of materials claims in the amount of $20,640.18. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Vote, maybe vote?
Wooten,
Yes.
Gilliland,
Yes.
Caccini,
Yes.
Selby,
Yes.
Yonda.
Now we will adjourn as YMA and reconvene as the Yukon City Council. Consent docket. This item is placed on the agenda so the City Council, by unanimous consent, can designate those routine items they wish to be approved by one motion. If an item does not meet with the approval of all council members, that item will be heard in regular order. The city manager recommends a motion that will approve A, the minutes of the regular meeting of May 19th, 2020, B, payment of material claims in the amount of $178,438.36, C, designating the items on the attached list from the Technology Department as surplus and authorizing their sale, donation, or trade, D, renewal of the Prisoner Public Works Project contract with the Oklahoma Department of Corrections for the assignment of Union City prisoners to the Public Works Project through June 20th, 2021 at a rate of $135 per month per prisoner. E, renewal of the water management agreement with TurnPro Aquatics for maintenance on city ponds at a monthly fee of $779, and this will be March through November. And lastly, F, setting the date for the next regular council meeting for June 16th, 2020, 7 p.m., in the council chambers of the Centennial Building, 12 South Fifth Street. Do I have a motion?
You said June 20th, it's 30th.
30th, I'm so sorry. Thank you. I was looking at the 2021 because I thought, wow, we are almost, yeah. Okay. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Let's vote, please.
Did you want to open it to any discussion? Madam
Oh.
Mayor?
Guys, you're really going to, I'm telling you, I'm new at this. Thank you. Would anyone like to discuss that? No. Okay.
Selby,
Yes.
Yonda,
Yes.
Gilliland,
Yes.
Caccini,
Yes.
Wooten.
Yes.
Okay, reports of boards, commission, and city officials. Do we have any of those?
No report this evening, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Item number 3, consider approving resolution 2020-08, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Yukon establishing the 911 emergency telephone fee rate for a fiscal year 2021.
Motion to accept.
Second?
May vote, please. Oh, any discussion? Sorry. I guess I'm just like, this is such, sorry. Any discussion? Now we vote.
Gilliland,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Selby,
Yes.
Yonda,
Yes.
Caccini,
Yes.
Right, item number 4, consider approving resolution 2020-09, a resolution declaring the necessity in acquiring a certain permanent easement located in the northwest quarter of Section 17, Township 12 North, Range 5, west of Indian Meridian, City of Yukon, Canadian County, Oklahoma. Authorizing, instructing, and directing the city manager to acquire said permanent easement for public street drainage and utility and uses incidental thereof for the City of Yukon project, commonly referred to as the State Highway 4 Improvement Project 0475704, by purchase and settlement of damages with the landowner, and authorizing, instructing, and directing the municipal councilor to condemn said property for said purposes if said property easements cannot be purchased and the damages settled by agreement with the landowner. Do I have a motion?
Motion to accept. Second.
Do we have any discussion?
Yes. Have we, this is, just so I'm understand, this is the, otherwise known as the Salazar property,
No, this is a Mr. Holman.
Mr. Holman's property?
It's only, we lack Holman and Mr. Salazar. Mr. Salazar's will be forthcoming. Mr. Holman, we visited with him numerous times and have tried to answer many of his questions. City engineer and staff have met with him 3 or 4 times, and I've met with him 3 or 4 times. And we're still going to be trying to meet with him and work this out and answer questions, but it's time we need to start going forward on this project.
Do you know where we are as far as, how far along are we in that process?
As far as the,
Are we on a time frame or are we on a step?
Yes,
Like
we're
he's
on a
had so
time-
many
we have to get the-
notifications or offers?
this project was talked about on this, Phase 2 of Highway 4 was to start and bid immediately after the finishing of Phase 1. Seeing that they're moving forward rather rapidly on Phase 1, I think we're about 1.5 years away.
Okay.
We have to acquire this right of way, then we have to come back and do utility relocation. The state will be letting these contracts, and I think ONG and OG&E have already been requiring right of way in that area too, and I think both have hit the same stumbling blocks we have so far, and we're trying to get this done as quickly as we can, and of course, court will take a while. But through that, we still plan to negotiate with Mr. Holman and see if we can't work a settlement out prior to going to court, and even if we file, it just takes, it's quite a lengthy process to
Right.
get this. What happens is the court will assign 3 appraisers, we will pick one, they'll pick one, the court picks one. They try to come up with a value of the property. Once that's said, my understanding, we will then file whatever money they come up with. If everybody agrees, we put that money up and the right-of-way is ours. At that point in time, he still has the opportunity, if he so desires, to go to court and get a trial by jury and determine what that value of that property may be. And that's just the process you go through. And the court's pretty crowded right now, so
Right.
we need to get moving on this and to go forward.
So if we approve the action for the municipal councilor, that action would happen fairly quickly? Or are
Pretty
we?
quickly.
What you're approving, the law requires this council make a decision that it's necessary to get this property
Mhm.
in order to complete this project. What you're saying tonight, if you approve this, is yes, the city must have this project. That doesn't mean we can't talk to them, we can't try to settle with them. We just start the process because the courts are so backed up, because they hadn't been doing jury trials during this virus. So they're backed up right now, real bad on jury trials. It may be a year, year and a half before we even get to a jury trial. But as the city manager said, once the three commissioners decide X dollars, whatever that is, then we deposit that in the court fund, and that allows the city to go ahead with its work. Doesn't mean Mr. Holman or anybody else has to accept it. If they think it's not enough, they've got a right to ask for a jury trial, and we go to a jury trial, and whatever the jury says, that's what we pay.
Okay.
So he's not locked in by any means.
And just for sake of record, how do we come up with the dollar amount that we would
Well,
offer?
The commissioners do that.
Okay,
The three, we get to pick one, he gets to pick one, and the court picks one. Those three commissioners go out, view the land, they're given instructions what to look for.
okay,
They look it over, and they come back with a number, $5, $5,000, whatever that number is. But we don't have any input into that number.
okay.
We have had that process. It has been appraised. And he's been given an offer. And he hasn't turned it down, but he hasn't accepted it yet, whatever it might be. So this has been an ongoing negotiation with him for some time. It's not just a week or two. And all the other people, I think there's probably 12 others, or approximately 12. Huh? There was 14 originally. One was the cities and one was OG&Es and all. But everybody's accepted it except two people. And right now, we've pretty much got an agreement on all properties except Mr. Holman and Mr. Salazar's.
Okay.
Our attorney has tried to meet with Mr. Salazar. He's called them and made numerous contacts with them. They have yet to return a call. They talked to him for a little bit, said they'd be right back with us, but they've never returned his calls lately. And we continue to call them weekly.
Okay.
Any other discussion? And as always, we hope that it doesn't come to that Mr. Holman will agree. Okay, let's vote.
Caccini,
Yes.
Selby,
Yes.
Yonda,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Gilliland,
Yes.
Moving along, item number 5, consider awarding the bid and approving the contract with ARC Pyrotechnics Incorporated to perform 2 fireworks show July 3rd and July 4th for Freedom Fest for a total cost of $39,900 with options to renew for 2020-2022 as recommended by the city manager. Do I have a motion?
Motion accept?
Do I have a second?
Second?
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, can we vote?
Yonda,
Yes.
Selby,
Yes.
Caccini,
Yes.
Wooten,
Yes.
Gilliland.
Yes.
Is there any new business?
No new business tonight, Madam Mayor.
All right, thank you. Time for council discussion. Councilwoman Yonda, we'll start with you tonight.
Well, as difficult as it is in the times that we're living, I just want to encourage everyone to remain positive and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Wooten?
We're crazy times right now in our world. Chief Gordon, prayers for your boys, your men going out there. Also, if you're tired of everything that's going on, there's a lot of Little League baseball going on that you could turn your TV off, go down to the community center and watch some kids having the time of their life. So, good opportunity there.
It was a lot of fun. I went on Friday night
You
and
did, thank
enjoyed
you.
myself quite nicely. Okay, Councilman Caccini?
I want to thank the residents for still being safe, because I've talked to Teresa, the CEO at the hospital. She says people are being safe out there. Also want to remind everybody that Veterans Museum is open, and if you can't make it the days that we are open, please call. We will open anytime. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Gilliland?
Possibly the simplest and most profound lesson I've learned in my adult life has to do with the word perspective. The interesting thing about perspective is that, like lots of the things that make a person who they are, they're shaped by their experiences and their environment. But the interesting thing about perspective, it's one of those things that you don't necessarily control how it's shaped, but it is something that you can control with certain steps that you might take. Sometimes that's maybe reading a book, or maybe having a conversation with somebody you wouldn't have otherwise had a conversation with. Or maybe it's as simple as getting up from your seat and changing seats with somebody, or taking a knee. But I think we've got to be willing to allow ourselves to evolve in our perspective in life. No matter how deeply we may disagree with somebody, what I found is it's very important to say words like this: help me to see what you see. So I would encourage us to consider perspective and how we might allow our perspective to evolve in ways that would better ourselves and our community.
Thank you. Very wise words. I want to go over a couple of things going on in our city. Our splash pad has now opened, and so you can go out there for cooling off. Our pool is not yet open. This year we'll open the community center pool if we get enough lifeguards. So if you know of any people that are 16 and over, please have them contact Parks Department, because we definitely are in need of lifeguards so we can open up. Well, we have some exciting things. I do have dates this time. In the past, we haven't had any dates,
Nice.
so we're really excited. We'll start our 20th annual concert in the Park Series this Thursday night. The band is Mystery Dates. They are wonderful. If you have not heard them, you need to come out. And it is from 7:30 to 9. It'll be next Thursday. Sorry, this Thursday. Well, and we'll also have the food trucks out, and it will be at Chisholm Trail Park. Then Fun Friday is June 12th. This time they'll have the 44th annual Kids Turtle Race. So kids be getting your turtles, and you can put costumes on them, and awards will be given. Then we'll have our 20th annual concert. June 13th will be the band Core Country. Fun Friday, June 19th, Little Anglers Fishing Derby. So kids be getting ready to be able to go out and fish. And then we'll end the month and start July with our Freedom Fest. It'll be July 3rd. We do have Irv Wagner's band coming, and July 4th. At this time, we have live music. We don't know. It's still up in the air, but we're going to have July 4th, our Freedom Fest celebration. I'm so excited. I'm proud to be a citizen of this town and all the fine people that are here. And again, I do appreciate John Acorn for all that your officers did for us this weekend. Make the most of your tomorrows and be kind to one another. Thanks. Have a great day. This meeting is adjourned.